Alright, good morning, guys. One of those days to be patient this first 30 minutes, I think. MYOS selling off here. ARPO selling off. Mara selling off a little bit. Riot selling off. HEPA selling off. IMV selling off. IEA. This is an interesting one. This is the one I want to watch right here in a little bit. They got a $70 million dollar contract with Texas for some solar stuff. I just want to keep an eye on it. It could do nothing, but pretty decent chart. And if it breaks over 483, and it's got some room to move. It's above all indicators as well. Could be something there. Just nothing there yet. ALRN, no PR. Popping up, just broke pre-market high. I'm gonna add it to the watch list just for now. PIXY. Ghost kitchens. What is a ghost kitchen? I don't know what that is. I've never heard of a ghost kitchen. Oh, I know what this is. I know what a ghost kitchen is. Okay. So, I don't know if many of you guys use any of the delivery apps, but with the delivery apps, there's a lot of restaurants now creating second restaurants while using the same kitchen and restaurant. Just they put it under a different name and have different menu items. So that's what they're talking about, ghost kitchens. I don't know if that's enough to get traders excited about it, though. Boy, IMV is just sold off completely. IEA's holding up so far. ARPO coming back up a little bit. Yes, I do. Yeah, I have a portfolio with some long-term trades. Well, long-term investments, I should say. Mainly dividend stocks, but I have a few that's not dividend stocks. IEA is starting to pop up a little bit here. just jump in IEA, but it's starting to move up. Oh, it looks like it's about to. It looks like it's getting halted here. Weird. Yeah, this just got halted. A lot of buyers just came in there, and this just got halted at the break of this downtrend. My long term are tech and REITs and a little bit of cannabis. It's a little diversified, a little bit. Well, So IEA, very interesting, getting halted right here. Not even on that much volume. There's only 300,000, but I mean there was a lot coming in. Let's see if there's anything else starting to pop up. How PIXY is doing. PIXY. A little triangle starting to form here on PIXY, but this is PIXY is a very tricky stock. It's very low float, so it moves very fast. I mean, it's not even had a million in volume yet, and the pre-market moved from 480 up to 540. But it may not do anything either. So the press release just isn't that special to me. I don't really like it. The Slovakian hook and ladder. I don't even know what that means. Is that a pattern? Is it supposed to be a pattern? Is that what you mean by that? Because that's a crazy sounding pattern. See, Mara's been doing pretty good. I got lines all over this thing. Let me get some of these lines off this daily chart. Good lord. Sketchy. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get that one off there. Take that one off there. Yeah, I'm just wanting to hold off here for a little bit longer before I jump in anything. So like I said, I'm not gonna get too crazy today. Alright, whatever, that's good enough. Let's see, is IEA almost unhalted? When did it get halted? And it doesn't say. Should be unhalted soon though. Okay, I'm taking ALRN off. It's It's not doing anything. See, IEA is unhalted. Nice gap up out of that halt, but I still wouldn't want to touch it yet. But boy, it's starting to run. All the way up to 550 there, but it hit 550 and coming right back down, so. Looks like it's trying to find support at that 485 at the bottom of these candles were. I'll tell you what though, this is starting to look like a big old U shape. I'm not I'm not from Canada, DB. Don't put lies out there about me. What are you talking about? I live close to Canada, but that doesn't mean I'm Canadian. I would not wanna offend our Canadian brothers by saying that I'm a Canadian, because I don't think they want me to be a Canadian. Now, right now, the only thing I'm seeing was any potential is IEA, but it's a little tricky. You see at 485 holding up. Thank you, I appreciate that. This breaks over. Hmm. There's a lot of selling on this candle. See how this closes. Coming down quite a bit. That's why I wanted to wait to see how this closes. Because the sellers sold the... That kind of messes up the U shape there, that little thing. So now we just got to look at this downtrend. TISI. TISI didn't show up on my nice move so far. And this is probably why I didn't show up on any of my scanners, because it didn't have any volume in pre-market, and then just ripped right out the gate. But I mean, it's coming right up to this 50-day and getting hung up there. I'll keep an eye on it, but There's the downtrend on that. Ooh, did IEA get halted on the way down? Yikes. That's why I wanted to wait. That's why I wanted to wait for that confirmation. I had to, eat that big loss yesterday because I didn't wait. So I'm trying to be more patient today. Riot trying to hold up here. It's about to break over 4. So what's Mara doing? Well, Mara's coming up to the downtrend. We saw Mara run pretty good yesterday. If Mara starts breaking the downtrend, actually the last 2 days Mara's ran pretty decent. It's coming up to the downtrend now. It's getting hung up right there at 430 though. Let's see what happens here. See if it starts to break over. I think it's going to break over here. Maybe not. Let's see. Yeah, it might. It might break over here. Not, if not on this candle, maybe the next candle, but got plenty of volume too. I'm going. It's starting to break. Let's see. Volume coming in pretty decent on that candle. So let's see what happens with Mara here. See if it can get over this downtrend and start moving up. Still some selling right here at 431. If it can get over 435, I think it's going to move. Maybe it's not going to break. Let's see here. Let's see 425 hold up as support. You can see it tried there. We still got a minute on this candle. Hmm, 425 cracking down though. It needs to stay pushing up towards that 430 area if this is going to break here. It needs to stop testing the support and keep testing that downtrend resistance. Here we go again, testing the downtrend resistance again. And there we go. There we go. Now we're starting to move. There we go. Very nice. Nice buyer coming in at 440. It's getting taken out though, but shut up, One Life. Don't talk crazy to me right now. See, we got this pivot point at 457, so I don't know if that's where I want to try to lock out or not. I mean, maybe. If it has a hard time with that area, but my profit target I'd like to be 476, 479, this high up here, if it can keep climbing. 440, well, never mind. I was going to say 440 acting as a little resistance, but not really. It kind of pushed right through that. There's some sellers there, but not a big deal. There we go, pushing through at 445. Very nice, very nice. Up to 449. So it is getting hung up a little bit at 450. And it's breaking right through 450. Very nice. So let's see what it looks like at 457. That pivot point. Selling at 455. That's out of the way. Nothing at 457. Nothing at all there. Oh, but you can see it is getting held up a little bit. Some decent buyers in here at 454. Let's see 450 start holding that support. Oh, you guys sold half? I'm not gonna sell half because I only got 50 shares. I'm just gonna hold it and let's try to let it ride. But good job, locking in there, locking in half of it. It's pretty smart to do. I just don't have that many shares, so I'm not gonna split it up. I mean, 457 didn't look nowhere near as bad as I thought it was going to, so I'm gonna give it a chance. See if we at least get to that pre-market high. I would definitely sell at I probably would sell at 470 something. 475. Let me see exactly what the pre-market high is. I probably need to look at that. Yeah, 475. That's probably where I'll sell. If it gets up there. But nice little move so far on Mara. You see that upper shadow. Selling pressure definitely trying to keep it below that pivot point because that pivot point's right here. So that 457 is trying to hold up, has some resistance. At least the sellers are trying to push it, keep it below there, but we'll see. This candle's fixing to close. See if this candle can close over 450, preferably over 457. I want that upper wick to get a little bit smaller. In 30 seconds. Ooh, 450 might crack. Let's see 450 hold up as support. Okay, it's holding up so far. There we go. Starting to put, well, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to break through this 457 or not. It's really struggling now. This candle's looking a little weak. This candle needs to be another decent sized green candle because if it stays small like this or turns red, then this could turn around. Yeah, that candle just at top, it just hit that 457 area. 1 minute we're flagging. Oh, now we're not flagging. It was starting to flag. Let's see. Let's see what Mara's gonna do here. They want 440 to hold up as support. We don't want to drop them below 440. And 440 cracking. So buyers come in and pushes it back over 440 or not. I'm getting a lot of selling pressure here. A lot of quite a big pullback on this so far. So I may have been on ahead up to 466. I'm not sure why 466 would be resistance, but 'It was quite a ways off the 9, so it's just now catching up. The 9's just now catching up. And 436 is trying to hold us support now, but that's cracking too. I don't know. Is Mara done? Is this Is this the end of the run for Mara? Very well could be. A 50-point drop on Bitcoin, so that's why it had that little unhealthy drop there. So let's see what happens. I'm glad somebody's watching Bitcoin, because that's what you kind of need to be watching with Mara. So it needs to break over this 452 area, the tops of these two candles here. They can push back up to there and break over. Ooh, a lot of buyers just came in and pushed this up 445. See if they keep coming in, and that was Is that all she's got? We're pushing up a little bit here. I just want to watch this level 2 and this time and sales and just look at the buy-in coming in. Seeing if the buy-in is outweighing the selling. Do the buyers still have control of this? This is the question. Because the buyers have pretty much had control of this stock for the past 7 days. So that's what I'm kind of looking at here. A little bit of sellers trying to hold it under this 450 right here. Be a real strong move if it could get over 452 before this candle closes. See, where did these both? Okay. As long as it's going to hold over 436, then we're just consolidating. If it starts cracking below 436, which it's going to test here. Oof. Yeah, I don't know. Man, it may be done. Tried to get back up there, but now I don't know. See where this candle closes. I may have to get out. See, we got a minute for this candle to close. Okay. It's looking a little sketchy in this last minute. $430 starting to crack too. This may be done. Two red volume bars in a row. I'm not even looking at my P&L. I'm looking at the I'm just looking at the chart and the level 2 and the time and sales. That's all I'm looking at. The 9's still holding up as well, though. The 9 can hold up. And that would be alright. This might just be a little consolidation here. We'll see. Who knows? Who really knows what's going to happen? It could go either way at this point. Line that triangle, that downtrend up a little better. Let's see what the 1 minute looks like. Bitcoin is consolidating. So yeah, this could go either way. If Bitcoin starts dropping out of this consolidation, then Mara will drop. Let's see, let me pull up a chart of Bitcoin so I can look at this, see what it's doing. Oh, Bitcoin's consolidating at a resistance line. It's actually flagging, so I'm going to watch this for a minute. I'm going to hold this as long as Bitcoin consolidates and see if Bitcoin starts moving up. So if Bitcoin breaks up, it's making a little flag. If it breaks up out of this consolidation, the Mara will probably start running. I don't like that chart. Let me see if I can find another chart. I don't know. Bitcoin seems to be at a major resistance area. I can't see the live stream right now, so I can't see what you guys are saying. So you'll have to give me a second. I'm watching this Bitcoin chart real close here. So what this is a little bit of panic selling on Mara if Bitcoin doesn't break over this resistance that it's at. So I'm going to watch this real close. Bitcoin's building higher lows into this resistance though. It's downtrend down. Do we have a trend line on Mara? Not really a good trend line to go off of on Mara. See, can we get back over 430 here? That would show a little strength. 430 acting as a little bit of resistance. No, that 430 is holding up as resistance now. It needs to get back over that soon. If this candle doesn't close above 425, this could be it for Mara. Bitcoin's still not breaking out yet, but it is slowly moving up like it wants to break out. 10 seconds on this candle here. Bitcoin's moving up. There we go, popping back over 430 here. So I'll switch back over here for a second. Yeah, I can see it's starting to do its thing. Bitcoin's moving up as well. Trying to. If Bitcoin can break over that resistance it's at, I think Mara's going to make a decent little move. And we may see that 476 if Bitcoin can get up there. But that's what I'm waiting on. To see Bitcoin break out. Looking all right here. Building higher lows. Yeah. I think if Bitcoin breaks out, though, that first, you think the price target's 457 again? I don't think it's going to be. I think if it gets up there at 457, it'll break right through that. If it can get up there. I think it's going to be the high of the year. that's if Bitcoin breaks out. That's what I'm saying. Like Bitcoin has to break out for Mara to really break out. Right here. We'll see. We shall see. We'll see what it does at 457 again, you know. It might slowly climb its way to 457 and then have the strong break. Also might sell off and do nothing, so you know we don't there's not really a way to tell right at this moment which way this is going to end up going. I do like the higher lows though. The higher lows forming is pretty nice. As long as those can hold up. Got some selling at 440 again. Trying to hold 430 support, but it keeps testing. I don't like that. Let's see. We might have a sell-off here. Yeah, Bitcoin's dropping. Yeah, it's starting to look like possibly a sell-off here. If this candle doesn't start pushing up, then this it's going to get probably a little ugly. Bitcoin just dropped quite a bit. If this 420 doesn't hold up, I'm going to get out. Ooh, yeah, there it went. Let's see here. See if they can get back above 420 right quick. No, it's not. It's gonna be close. A decent sized buyer coming in at 418. So we still have this downtrend. Didn't break over. All them buyers at 418 just got taken out. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get out of this. buyer came in there at 414 but got immediately taken out. And Bitcoin's starting to rebound a little bit. Starting to come back up to that resistance and test. I don't know. I don't like the way this is looking though. Got a minute on this candle to close. Bitcoin needs to break 1630. It's not that far from it. Bitcoin's starting to pop up a little bit. There's the trend line on Mara. The bottom of that trend line at 412. Yeah. Let's see what is going to happen here. You guys don't worry. Don't worry, guys. I'm just you gotta understand. Bitcoin is not sold off yet. That's why Mara is not sold off yet. You know, it just came down to this trend line. Now it very easily could sell off, but Bitcoin is Bitcoin almost broke there. Like I'm watching Bitcoin. Mara is moving right along with Bitcoin. And if Bitcoin breaks out here, which it's starting to make a new high a day. Let's see if volume starts coming back into Mara. See, as I said it, there's only a little bit of delay. Bitcoin's breaking out and Mara's starting to come back up some a little bit. Let's see if Bitcoin can keep breaking out. Volume should start coming back in here on Mara. See if we break through 430 here, we're back live again. There we go, right through 430. Then we gotta break through that 440. Bitcoin having a little bit of a pullback. Man, we're losing volume on Mara though. Volume is really slowed down here. Bitcoin's having another pullback, so Mara may sell off here. I think there may be shorters in Mara. After 7 green days, most likely there's shorters trying to hold this down. Because this is what this is looking like with all these upper shadows so far in the 5 minute. Just selling pressure trying to push it down. But they're really struggling to push it any lower than what it's went so far. See a bunch of sellers at 425. Because I'm sure there's shorters that don't pay any attention to Bitcoin who are probably in this trying to short this down right now. Which could possibly cause a short squeeze if Bitcoin starts really moving. So we're gonna pop back over 430 again. So see, we keep testing resistance areas too. You know, we've tested some support down here, but we keep pushing back up and testing resistance areas. Now the 430 was trying to hold there for a little bit. This is a long trade. This is a lot longer of a trade than I like normally, but let's see. I want to see it get back up and start testing that 440 resistance. And I'd feel pretty good about it if it could test that area and break through that area again. Let's see where we getting hung up at right here. 434. And Bitcoin popping back up some more here. Yeah, 430 starting to hold us some support. $430 acting as a little bit of resistance. There's a lot of buyers coming through on that 430 area. They're just not getting taken out. 430 still holding that support. That's what we want to see. This candle's fixing to close. If this candle closes over 430, that'd be a pretty strong close. Even better if it, even better. If it can get up here and test 440. Let's see you test 440. I think if it breaks back over that 450 area, shorters will have to cover, because I think that's where they probably came in at, was right in that area when it didn't break up. Good strong close pushing up on that candle. I want to see 440 start getting taken out. Still hasn't quite got there yet. Bitcoin having a bit of a pullback at this moment. Yeah, so 430 testing that 430 support here. Let's see if it can hold up. Yeah, 430. I tried. It's trying to hold up. And 430 cracking support here. And 430 acting as resistance again. And we're back over 430 again. Bitcoin is consolidating at this 11,650 area right under it now. It's holding up as a little resistance. I think if Bitcoin breaks through 11,650, then Mara can start really moving. Definitely feel like there's quite a bit of shorters in on this, and we are building higher lows, but at the moment we are also building lower highs. So it feels like Mara's getting squeezed. And you can see it on the chart. It's getting tighter and tighter as the closer it's getting to the tip of the triangle there. And a little bit of a pullback here. Look at that. We closed over 430 on that candle. Bitcoin just had another little pullback, but it looks like it's building a new low. We'll see. I have no idea. This is a tug of war right now. Because I believe shorters that aren't aware of Bitcoin are in here, or even if they are aware of Bitcoin, they're watching it at this resistance area, thinking they can hold Mara down if Bitcoin doesn't break out. But if Bitcoin does break out, it's going to catch up all those shorters. So it's going to go one way or the other. Pretty hard, I would say. I mean, I don't know if there's shorters in here for sure, but I would think there would be after 7 green days in a row and it being up this high. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm about to put a stop loss in though. I'm tired of sitting here staring at it because it's just slowly doing its thing, just slowly creeping up. But I don't want to get stopped out. Well, I don't want to get stopped out by a simple pullback. ZAAG. What is anything else doing? Anything else moving today? I haven't even got to look at anything else. I didn't quite realize I was going to be in this play this long. Just testing that 425 support right now. At 425 cracking. 43 million in volume so far on there, so quite a bit of volume on this. Trend line's up to 416. I think it. Yeah, Bitcoin's pulling back. I'm gonna wait for this candle to close, and then I'm probably gonna put a stop loss in. Just in case. Let's see, it's gonna push back over 430 here. 430 acting as some resistance again. I'm back over 430. Some buyers came in there just now and took out a bunch of sellers. Why is some buyers starting to come into this? Because they're starting to take sellers out quite a bit. At 435 is trying to hold as some resistance. Sellers keep coming in trying to hold it down. getting enough buying to push through. This candle's fixing to close. There we go. Let's see if this breaks through 440 here. That'll show some strength. See, 440 held up so far. But we did test it. And looks like we're going to try to test it again here. Maybe. Testing 440 one more time. Taking 440 out. Very nice. Very nice. I like to see that. That's what I've been wanting to see. Let's see if we can get back up to that pivot point, that 457 area, and see if it can test that area next. Bitcoin's having a little bit of a pullback. So Mara will probably pull back a little bit here in a second. Mara's trying to hold 440 support. That was a strong resistance area, but I don't know if it's going to be able to start holding 440 quite yet. Yeah, you can see 440 acting as some resistance again. A little upper shadow there, but that's the pullback I was talking about with Bitcoin pulling back. See if Bitcoin can hold where it's at and start pushing up. Yeah. I thought Disney smashed earnings. All right, Epic. Have a good one, buddy. Appreciate you joining. Good job getting a little profit on Mara. Mara's a tricky play today, but we'll see. I've already put this much time in, and I'm not backing out now. See if it can get up there. I want it went back up testing 440 again, having quite a pullback. But Bitcoin is pushing back up, so here in a few more seconds, or maybe a few more minutes, we'll start to see Mara try to push back up. See if Bitcoin can break over that area though. 1153 or 11653. Bitcoin's at 11651. Open, it just hit a new high a day. Bitcoin's still slowly climbing, so as long as Bitcoin's climbing, Mara should be climbing, so I'm willing to hold. Yeah, Dom, I mean, you could say this is kind of a cup and handle if you wanted to, but on the bigger picture of the scale, Mara's in this big triangle. And that's what I'm looking at. So I said if it gets back up to that 457 area and it breaks above the top of this triangle, then we're going to have a big old triangle breakout on this, possibly. That's if it can get back up there. It does have some resistance in quite a few areas. 440 is one of them. But it's testing through 440 again. That's what I want to see. I wanted to keep seeing it test resistance areas. But then this little pivot area right through here, this 450 to the 457 area is going to be resistance. And then the downtrend of the triangle is going to be around that same area. So at this point, I'm looking to at least hold up to this 460 area and then see if it tries to break out there or not. And we're slowly just chugging along here on this. Yeah, Bitcoin just all the way up to 11,675. So Bitcoin making a nice climb. Mara should start following suit here. See Mara get over 450 soon. Like the next 10 minutes, that would be ideal. They want to see 440 start holding up as support. So there's a big seller there, 24,000 share bid sitting on 440 to try to hold this up. You see, we're starting to push towards that 450 area. See, let's see. We're going to test 450, it looks like. A lot of selling at 449. They're getting taken out, though, slowly. So this 450 area is going to be tough, but we are coming up to it. Take a look, see how Bitcoin's doing. Bitcoin a little pullback, but still holding up nicely. And we're testing that 450. A ton of sellers. See, this is what I thought. Shorters, I think, are in this. They're trying to hold this below 450, this 457 area. They do not want this over this. We might get a short squeeze on this. This is exactly what I was thinking, because there's a ton of sellers at 450. And that's because the shorters have to cover if it starts breaking over that 450, 460 area. So they're trying to put a wall there. We'll see. We will see. Volume started coming back up into Mara. Yep, with sellers there are buyers. But I want the shorters to become buyers. I want those shorters to cover. If those shorters start covering with the type of volume we got on this stock right now, it could be a decent little short squeeze. But we'll see. I don't want to get it. I don't want to be getting excited yet. We're not quite there. We're not to that point yet. If we get over 450 and we start testing 460, then we'll start talking about the excitement. Good close on that candle. Let's see it test 450 again. Bitcoin looking strong. Bitcoin making another new high at 450, slowly getting taken out. We're through 450. Okay. The shorters ought to start getting a little weak in the knees here soon. I think you're on point with that analysis, Dom. And I know you've been on the Mara train here for a while here. I've been seeing those memes in the Facebook group and stuff you've been posting about how much you love Mara and stuff. But that's like I said, that's only if we get over that 460. I think if we get over 460, I think if we break out of this triangle and we hit a new high a day, I think it will try to get to 5. If Bitcoin keeps moving like it's moving. We'll see. You see it's struggling at 450 still. Buyers are trying to stack on the bids at 450. A little pullback. Well, you don't want to say hopefully. We'll see. We're in it. We're in it to win it. So far, so good. Everything's looking pretty decent. So depends on who wins this battle. Depends on if the shorters could hold it down or not. But I think if it's going to break out, it's got to do it in the next 15 minutes. Or at least by 10:30. Bitcoin's getting close to that 17 area that you're talking about. It's probably going to consolidate there for about 5-10 minutes, and then Mara will probably consolidate here for 5 or 10 minutes as well. And then if Bitcoin breaks that 11.17, then I think we'll see Mara start moving. I think we'll get that break. Yeah, Bitcoin's starting to consolidate right under that area. Alright, so real quick, guys, I'm going to go take a quick breather. I'm going to put a stop loss in. I'm just going to put a stop loss in case I walk away and it starts dumping. But it shouldn't. It should be fine. And I'll be right back. Give me just a couple of minutes, guys. Oh boy, just in time. We're getting up there. Let's see what happens. See if we break through that 460 area or not. Bitcoin is testing. It is right at that mark. Bitcoin just broke over. Let's see if Mara starts to break 460 here soon. Let's see if Bitcoin can break out. And hold this new high. It's going to get real interesting here. Real soon. See all all them sellers right there at 455. They got taken out like it was nothing. Or with that 457 mark. Touching that trend. Bitcoin is testing this area. Oh, Bitcoin's starting to break out. Popped up to 713. You can see the shorters are trying to keep this down. Bitcoin pulling a little bit back below that 117 and needs to start holding that 117. It might be another 15 minutes as long as it takes Bitcoin to break out. I mean, it's such a high priced, I don't know what you would call it, crypto, I guess. I was going to say commodity, but I don't know if I'd consider Bitcoin a commodity, really. I mean, I guess, I don't know. And Bitcoin pulling back here, so Mara's pulling back. We'll see. We'll see. And Bitcoin's back over that 117 or whatever. And buying volumes starting to ramp up a little bit on Mara here. And Bitcoin pulling back a little. See, testing that 460. Look at the wall of sellers. Boy, they're trying to keep it down. Just need a big volume push to take this wall out, and then shorter should start covering. We'll see it start testing 460 again. We want to see these shorters get scared. Bitcoin's still testing. Need another little spike on Bitcoin here to get Mara to spike and push through this wall. Because Bitcoin is struggling right here. This is where the shorters would be too, because if they don't think it's gonna get any, if they don't think it's gonna break over, then they know merit will come down. Looks like we're going to try for 460 again. Oh, we're breaking through. We're breaking through here. Let's see if it starts getting crazy. We took out that wall. Oh, we're starting to move a little. Buyers are starting to push this boy up. What's the high? What was the high again? 476. So that's going to be the next wall. And that'll probably be the last stand for the shorters at the high of day. Boy, we were just blowing through sellers. I mean, there's walls keep going up, but the buyers just keep blowing right through it. Let's see if we push for a new high a day here. Let's see if we can break through this 476. Bitcoin pulling back a little bit, though. I want to see this candle close over 460. We still got 5 minutes on this candle. 4 minutes. And it's probably going to pull back a little because Bitcoin just pulled back. And there it goes, pulling back some. So we're not out of the woods yet. We are not out of the woods yet. Bitcoin's got to break back over that mark. And then we got to break through this high, this pre-market high at 476. Which we got close to it. We got the 474. See here. See if Bitcoin's going to try to make another push. Because it is getting hung up at the moment. Which is why Mara slowed down. And Bitcoin pulling back. Yeah, Bitcoin's having a nice pullback right now, but I mean, as long as it doesn't pull back too much, as long as we're just consolidating, then that's fine. Let's see 450 hold up. Preferably this 454 that it's at. I just gotta watch Bitcoin here and just keep an eye on it, because if it doesn't push back up to that area, then Mara's gonna be done. And the shorters will probably take a hold of this. But I mean, Bitcoin hasn't pulled back that much yet. I mean, it's pulled back a little, but not really that much. And it could just be revving up for another push to try to push through that 11,700 mark. But it could be done. It's hard to say right at this moment. Because we are at a point of major resistance for both of these, both Bitcoin and Mara. Shit, Bitcoin's still pulling back. So you might, ooh, yeah, there goes the pullback on Mara. Bitcoin pulls back much more, I'm probably gonna get out. Just take the small little win on this. Yeah, Bitcoin pulling back a little bit more here. Yeah, Bitcoin is really pulling back here. And it's starting to hold a little bit though. I don't know. Tom, you were right about this being 15 more minutes. See if Bitcoin can start pushing back up to that area now after this little pullback. And it is starting to push up a little bit. And Bitcoin's starting to push back up again. If it's gonna keep pushing up a little bit more. Yeah, there we go, Bitcoin. Keep coming up. Yeah, if Bitcoin breaks over that 11,700 again, Mara will break out. If Bitcoin starts breaking out again, because Mara's building higher lows, just like Bitcoin is. They're falling right in line with each other. That's why I'm watching Bitcoin so close. Because we still have buyers in Mara. You see these bids. 452 there. Quite a bit of buying. Also getting late into the day too. Well, into the morning anyway. It's almost lunchtime. Bitcoin's went a little stale here for a second. So Mara's just consolidating. Bitcoin consolidates. Ooh, a little push down there on Mara. I don't like that. Bitcoin is slowly creeping back up. But Bitcoin needs to get over it, start breaking back over that mark here soon. Let's see. Bitcoin didn't move so slow. God, it moves slow. It's almost back up there. Bitcoin might start testing here again. We're $10 away from that resistance. Big buyer there at 444 on Mara. 46,000 shares. Somebody's confident in this Bitcoin breakout. Alright, Bitcoin, you're almost there. Bitcoin starting to test. See if Bitcoin starts pushing through or not. And Bitcoin's struggling a little bit here, so we might have another little dip. Man, this is taking forever. Bitcoin is just right there. It's testing right now, but it tests so slowly. Bitcoin having a bit of a pullback. Oh no, this may start getting weak. Bitcoin really needed to break there. Pushing back over 450 here. Sure, this is getting squeezed tight. Bitcoin's having a bit of a pullback again. I don't know. I don't know if Mayor's gonna get it. Bitcoin just had a little pullback, so Mayor might pull back again here. But Bitcoin needs to break out soon because Mara buyers are going to get nervous if it doesn't break out, and these shorters are going to win this war. I'm keeping a real close eye on Bitcoin right now because if it doesn't it's starting to pull back a little. Bitcoin's pulling back. May get out here. Yeah, I'm getting out. I'm getting out. Bitcoin's struggling right now, pulling back. So I'm just getting out. A little small profit. It still could break out. Bitcoin is only pulling. Show you guys for who's not those who's not looking at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is right here. It's trying to hold this support, but if it doesn't hold this support and it drops more, then it's going to start in a downtrend, and because this resistance right up here was too much. I wanted to see this peak break over 17 and it didn't. So now we're pushing down. I'm just worried about those shorters winning this war, because this Mara will probably drop pretty fast if Bitcoin can't hold up this kind of 11,650 area. So not quite the breakout where I was wanting. Still could break out. It's hard to say until Bitcoin either cracks this support or comes back up. I mean, Bitcoin's still building higher lows so far. Now it's starting to push back up. I may have jumped the gun getting out there, but I don't know. But I know shorters are on Mara. They've been every step of the way trying to hold this down. So it could go either way still at this point. But I'm just not willing to hold it anymore, especially with it dropping down this low where Mara is at. Because like I said, if Bitcoin drops below that support it's at, then it's going to sell up. The Mara will sell off. Probably have a pretty hard sell off too. But all right, there we go. Not the biggest profit in the world, but I'm not going to take a loss on this as long as I've been in it. I've been in this forever. So taking a loss after this long would just make me mad. But it still could break out. So alright guys, I'm going to call it a day. It's been a long one, long stream today. There will not be a stream tomorrow. I have meetings in the morning with an appraiser and real estate agent, so I will not be able to do the stream, but we will be back Friday. No worries, do apologize, but it's the only time I could get these meetings tomorrow, so I gotta take it when I can get it. So, alright guys, y'all have a great rest of your day. Appreciate everybody joining me as always. You guys stay safe out there. Until next time.